Yeah.
Tell us about the Eagles quarterback and how he became the Eagles quarterback.
Okay, so he was a second round pick last year. Apparently, he was someone that the general manager really liked. The head coach didn't. They had Carson Wentz. The team was kind of split behind which quarterback should play. Hurts came in and played well, but was really raw. He's a good runner. He played at Alabama and Oklahoma, which are two really big programs in college football. He's very experienced, but people always question his accuracy. Anyway, now he's got a coach who's really created an entire offense that suits his skill set. They run him, they get him out of the pocket, he throws on the run, and he was 27 to 35. He ran for about 80 yards. He looked really good in this game. Now, Atlanta has a terrible defense. The Niners should be able to do a better job, but the Niners gave up 33 points to Detroit, so I'm not really sure where the Niners defense stands right now with D'Amico Ryans. They don't have Robert Saleh anymore, and D'Amico didn't make a single adjustment in that game. So this quarterback, he's young and he's not great from the pocket, but he looked pretty good in this game. And he's the exact kind of quarterback that gives the Niners problems because Eric Armstead, they can't keep quarterbacks in the pocket, Dad. And he's ready to get outside the pocket and hurt you.
Iggy, you said that D'Amico Ryans didn't make any adjustments. Is that in fact true?
That's what I saw. I mean, you saw it in the second quarter. The Lions were running the ball between the tackles really effectively. And it was like the same play over and over again. He didn't change his defensive front. The guys he had couldn't stop it. Maybe with Javon Kinlaw on the field, they could have stopped it. But his backups couldn't do it. And that's really a function of the wide nine. It's not good against the run. And he stuck with the wide nine. And if the game had been closer, they would have continued to give up a lot of yards between the tackles.
And you feel that Robert Saleh would have made adjustments. It's what
Absolutely.
he did.
No question about it. There's no question he would have. But Robert Saleh is really good, and I'm not saying. I mean, he's really good. I don't know about D'Amico.
I have a question about Hurts.
Yes.
I didn't look at his passer rating, but I did see Lamar Jackson play last night. And again, I don't like him as a throwing quarterback, even if his numbers are okay. Jackson, I just don't like him. Is this kid a better passer than the one that the Ravens have?
No, not necessarily, but his quarterback rating was 126 in this game. And the difference is what I saw with Lamar Jackson last night is what the Niners eventually did with Colin Kaepernick. Remember that last year with Jim Harbaugh? They changed the offense and were like, well, he needs to be a pocket passer now. Remember we called it the dead locust offense. Remember they went to Arizona and they kept him in the pocket and lost him. Like, what the hell was he does? They don't let him run anymore. That's what I saw with the Ravens last night. It's like, oh, you want him to be something more? Well, good luck with that because he's not a pocket quarterback.
Not and never will be.
He's not. But what you can use quarterbacks a different way, especially if you're not concerned about them getting hurt because you're not invested that much in them. And what I like about what they're doing with Hurts is he's running all the time. They're using his legs all the time. And they're paying him probably like $1 million this year. Go run and run a lot. And that's what gives the Niners defense big problems.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Tell me about their running backs, Philly.
Miles Sanders. He's a former second-round pick. He's really talented. He's really good. He's really athletic. He's a more talented running back than anyone the Niners have. And when you pair him with Jalen Hurts, there's a lot of, there's two guys you have to worry about, and they both can run. So this is a team that should have success running the ball against the 49ers. They should, because the Niners struggled defending the run against the Lions. And now this team has a good running back, a quarterback who can run, and a terrific center, Jason Kelce, who the Lions had a terrific center too. It's part of the reason that they could run between the tackles so well. They were moving defensive tackles out of the way. So I think this running back, Miles Sanders, and the way that they have supported him, he could have a really good game against the Niners.
Very interesting. I'm moving on.
Okay.
Wide receivers and tight ends on the Eagles.
Okay, the tight ends, they got Zach Ertz.
Oh, Stanford.
His Ertz Hurts. He went to Monta Vista out in Danville. He's a little old at this point, but he's been in the league a long time. He can catch the ball. He's not fast. They also have a tight end named Dallas Goedert who's better than him and pretty good. Then they have two wide receivers that they've drafted in the first round the last 2 years. This year they drafted Devontae Smith, who won the Heisman last year. He's a hell of a player and already had a big game week 1. Last year's first-round pick, Jalen Reagor, not as good, but very fast. They have pretty good skill position players. This is a team that won the Super Bowl 4 years ago. It's just no one knows who the hell their coach is, and no one knows what to make of this Jalen Hurts kid. But he was phenomenal week 1 going against a terrible defense. we'll see. I don't know what to make of the Niners defense right now. So they do have a very talented team, Philly.
And what you're saying is they have a talented offense against a question mark. You're not saying
Yes.
the Niners defense is no good.
No, I'm not saying that.
Question mark.
It is. They have a great edge rush. They have the best middle linebacker in football. They have good safeties. What's up with their run defense between the tackles, and what's up with their corners? They have some glaring weaknesses right now. And what are they going to do? What is D'Amico going to do here?